So, last session, Avant Garde finished off the last of the three hags that ran the city of Cauldron within the Colt Cliffs. Irma was a difficult fight, especially with her very strong cleric at her side, but you all succeeded in tearing down the coven. After the battle, you searched the hag's home and found minor magical items, um, strange pieces of hags, and additionally, a bag of teeth that seemed very, very interesting. And that is pretty much where we left off, I believe. You were all attempting to, um, attempting to go home as quick as possible. I believe you were taking a long rest in order to teleport, correct?
I'm not sure. I left early.
You're all good. I'm pretty sure you all were attempting to teleport home to some effect. Seer?
Yeah. I can teleport us to the house.
Okay.
Just mark that.
How many people can you teleport? Just to.
10.
Okay. Which you have with you 6 plus 2, so that's 8. You also probably could teleport Thera. Sorry, I'm probably cutting out, right?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Yeah, I realized that. The noise crisp or whatever it is. So you could probably also teleport Thera.
Thera can teleport herself. She's fine.
That's fair enough.
Is it? Hang on. Oh, actually, if I use teleportation circle, so if I spend, so if I do teleport and we do it instantly, then it's 8 creatures. But if I do teleportation circle, then it's any creature that enters the portal.
Within 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, you have exactly 8 people then, so you could do either.
I mean, we're probably gonna long rest after this.
Presumably.
Are you at the location?
So you teleport?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mark us out slot, and I'll take all 8 of us into the.
Yep. You gather all 8 of you, and you all teleport. You feel that familiar cold sensation as suddenly you are shunted across the plains. You're teleporting to an existing teleportation circle.
Yes.
Um,
I'm teleporting to the teleportation circle in the secret room.
and I'm not even going to make you roll because you're going to be on target no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah. An associated object is also 0 to 100 too.
Oh, is it? I'm sure I have something from the house.
The deed.
I have a friendship bracelet from the Mushroom Men.
Oh my god, yeah, wait.
That is an
Can I
that
do
is an
that
object too.
instead so I don't reveal the secret room to Belric's parents? Sorry, Belric.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, you do that. Um,
Also, I dismiss my devil.
Good to know. So, with the friendship bracelet in hand, you teleport your crew towards your humble abode. Suddenly, your feet find purchase on well-worn, creaky wood floors. And immediately, there is a raucous sound that hits your ears. In the moments just after a combat, your adrenaline is still pumping, and you immediately react as if there is an assault or an attack on your humble home. But you just realize that apparently, it being kind of later in the day, you find that all of your mushroom men have gathered together and are having like a nice lunch. They're every single mushroom man is currently in your dining room. So there are 40 mushroom men surrounding the great table here. There is cheers and laughter coming from all of them. A couple of them are immediately startled, but half of them don't even notice that you've teleported behind them.
You're frightening us?
Nothing personal, kid.
You immediately hear fluttering as one of the pixies comes and flies by. Hello, do you want any food? We've made a bunch for the mushroom men.
I'm
Yes,
always ready
I
to
don't
eat.
think-
Yeah.
Eaten yet.
You hear a cascading sound of water noises from the small mushroom men as they immediately recognize that your desire to eat here. Many of them climb out of their little chairs to give you space to sit at the table yourselves, and then they just stand on the table. You see some of them like sit cross-legged. They give you enough room for plates to be put in front of you, but it's a great family meal with, close to 50 little mushroom people just all over the table, taking up every space within this room.
I love them so much. They're just little guys.
They are.
I have multiple on each shoulder.
Hell yeah. Oh, they would definitely like sit on your shoulder. Like, they look like old school like photos of construction workers on breaks, just like sitting on like the edge of a skyscraper essentially, because you're so tall, and they're so small.
Best day of my life.
Yeah, and you're given a nice. You immediately realize what it is. It's probably mushroom stew. It's
We're
delicious.
cannibals.
You've known this for a long time. They are
I
cannibals.
love these little, yeah, they're little freaks and we love them for it.
The best.
They're always eating mushrooms.
Yep.
Have they been staying out of the basement?
Did you ask?
Of course they haven't.
Yeah,
They have actually.
good. I put a lot of scare tactics into that.
Yeah, they are terrified of the basement. You do hear them once you mention the basement. There's like a lot of like little whispers almost that spread throughout the mushroom men, and most of the time you can't understand it. But there's like that one mushroom man who knows like some common, and you hear like gasp.
Gasp.
Yeah, they've learned how to say the word gasp.
I love that. I love that for them. Oh my god. I love that they don't speak common, but they picked up onomatopoeia.
They know some words. They're learning.
Yeah. Good, good.
You probably hear like a couple swear words. Like a couple of them are like fuck that place.
Down this hill and over.
Good.
Mm.
I've done a good job then.
The miners
They
who
learned the
work on your
swear words
property.
from a Becky.
Mabeki and the miners, probably.
Yeah.
They're not good influences. But yeah, you have a nice little lunch, and you can have a semblance of relaxation. Belric, your mom will accept the mushroom stew. Your father, not so much. He kind of just stands in the back, kind of watching. And your mom seems very, almost socially awkward in the scenario that she's been put into. You can still see like that worry on her face. And she's not exactly comfortable yet. But
Oh, she doesn't know these guys are all freaks.
yeah.
So sorry.
I love that we have a room full of mushrooms, fairies, us, Belric's mom, and a skinless man standing in the corner.
Yup.
Somebody get this man some skin!
I'm glad that the lasting impact I have on this lore is that Belric's dad doesn't have skin. It's not true at all.
He has skin.
But
That's
I called
rich
him
by now.
skinless once, and we've been unable to forget.
It's so ingrained in my mind.
He's not just muscle, like he has skin.
I thought he was.
How
I thought he
much?
was just like a muscle
You just
man
thought he was all
hiding
muscle?
under a cloak.
No, I thought he was like Attack on Titan giant muscle.
No.
Yeah,
How can you
I
think
imagine
that?
like strips of skin stretched across it, but not like covering him. Like it was slawing off. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking he's like half and half, like half skin, half bones.
No, it's
None of us thought he had enough skin.
no. I mean, he has
We
skin.
collectively agreed he needs more.
He was only dead for like a couple days. He is decomposed, but not like to that extent.
Wait. He's only been dead for a couple. Wait,
Like,
when did he die in Belric's life?
so he was revived. Well, he was created into that his form of undead, like a week after. Belric.
How long? And like,
Yeah, he's been
wait,
for like 15-ish years.
So
he's been a zombie for 15
It's
years.
been 5 years since the war. The war lasted what, 10 years? So you're about 15 years, maybe 16 now.
How was Belric just now figuring this out? Yo, Belric never went back home.
His father had no reason to look for him. Well, he also
Said,
was
I'm outie here.
kind of his mother had no reason to really go back into Belric's life and ruin it until this all happened when he was about to be targeted by
Until we
Thanagos.
ruined her life.
I mean,
More
didn't-
than it already was.
there's just 3 hags. They were
Drama.
looking into the family. It's not good.
I went straight into this guy on a bike, flipped him
Yeah,
over
Belric, if
onto
you
the
wanna talk to your
highway,
mom,
landed
you
on
can-
the car
you can
I
do
was
that.
driving by.
If you
Yeah.
have any questions for her or anything.
Yeah, I'll definitely go up to her and talk to her.
Can you get cops in this?
She puts the spoon back in the bowl after taking her first bite. After you approach. Hi.
How you holding up?
Still in shock, honestly. I never thought I would be able to escape.
That's a joke. Because LA traffic would probably be terrible.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's been many years, but free now.
Yes. It wasn't my decision to do that, so you know. Everything that happened was... It's hard to explain. My family
Gang war.
has been tied to the hags for a long time. They called me into service after my mother died. I never wanted to leave you. It just had to happen.
Well, I don't blame you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a gang fight.
I'm glad you don't blame me. I will still blame myself. Probably for the rest of my days for letting you grow this old till we met again.
Are you getting off? Is that what you mean?
Do you have any future plans?
I could do
Well,
this, but I was gonna just go away from the war.
no. My mother was in service to the Hag for 200 years before me. I expected be in service just as long or longer.
I started the setups for my highest in one.
I never expected a real future once I was called in. It's too late to see you grow up. You've already grown. Perhaps I'll just try my best to live a life free of being told what to do. With your father, of course. She looks over to him, and you can see him smile from beneath the hood.
Oh no,
Maybe I can help fix his face a little bit too. She whispers to you.
Yeah, then I'll whisper to her and saying that I might have a way to bring him back to life if he wants to come back to life.
I know there's powerful magics, but isn't there a year requirement on those?
It might be, but I might be able to find some way to get a hold of those magics.
If you could, I wouldn't stop you. I did what I could do in the moment, with what abilities I had already discovered for myself. It wasn't a right thing to do. But I needed a companion. I needed someone to talk to deal with everything. If you can help him be the person he wants to be again, we should do that. We can do that together, maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
So, is this your home?
No. This is actually Sears Place. I do rent a room here, but I do still have the family home back in Bastion.
Well, I don't. She looks towards your father. I don't exactly know if I am truly comfortable bringing Aratar back to Bastion just yet. Do you think Seer would mind if we shacked up here?
Yeah, I don't think she'll mind. You can stay in my room because I do have a room here, so you can stay there for the time being.
There's also the village that doesn't have anyone really in it, except maybe the miners.
I mean, do you say that to him? Are you eavesdropping in on this conversation, sir?
No, I'm just mentioning it in case we
Okay.
forgot. If they want a house of their own, I'm just saying.
Um, she will probably say to Belric, saying that she can stay in his room. I do have druidic abilities. I can probably make a space somewhere on the property. I wouldn't want to take up your room if you sleep in it all that often.
No, that's
She
fine.
used the
I'm
spell
barely
create
here.
house.
I should make a cool tree house.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, create treehouse.
Hell yeah.
If you give me a strong enough tree, I can probably do something very nice.
9th level spell.
There is. There is
Takes
some
10
weird
days to
spells.
cast.
I don't think it's exactly. Oh, what is it like? Hold up, let me.
No, it's like the tower or the mansion.
Yeah,
you have to
it's-
cast it for a year,
Yeah, it's something like
and
that.
it's permanent. Otherwise, it lasts like 24 hours or something.
Which she probably
It's
wouldn't
basic-
mind doing that. Like, that's nothing to her. She has 9th level spells.
She can use an old house. Go find a place, settle down.
She's not gonna do that.
Shit.
Nah, she'll. Oh, Druid Grove.
That's what it is. It's like the druid's version of the mansion.
It's. I don't think it's like the mansion, but it's definitely like a defensive thing.
Yeah.
Also, I'll point out, Belric knows a couple of very powerful clerics.
Yeah.
Just in case you want help with any resurrection stuff.
Yep, I have some ideas.
She could also just use bones of the earth and create like a stone house out of pillars.
4
some
walls and a roof.
Four
Just make a
walls and roof.
cube.
For some reason, I heard a stone house out of doors.
A house that's
did I-
all
did I say
doors. You can
doors?
walk in from any direction.
I thought I said pillars, not doors. I could have.
You said pillars.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, you said pillars.
You could have easily
I
gaslit me
heard
into thinking.
doors.
You could have easily maybe convinced me. I could have said doors. I was not. That would
Could have
not.
gaslit you live on air.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, I would assume. Fair enough. She'll thank you for, being so nice and, probably once again apologize for, bringing you into her mess.
Yep, and probably the last thing I'll do, I'll just hand her 600 gold.
She won't take it. It's not like I'm going to be going into town or anything. You keep it. That's yours. We'll be fine here.
Oh, okay, well, don't hesitate to ask if you need anything else.
Thank you. You've You've already done so much.
Yeah, once you realize how much we paying for.
Yeah, so after that, this stew eventually does run out. The mushroom men, after finish with their big old lunch, it takes a few moments for you to realize this is probably like a lunch meeting for all of the mushroom men. It's like this is their excuse to get together and like all convene. Um,
Is this a business luncheon?
you get the immediate sense that probably yes.
Damn.
Oh my
You
god.
see like
What are
the
sales
chieftain
like?
the chieftain kind of like steps up and will start like speaking. You see his hetman, his like second in command, will kind of take their staff and start like giving out like small little stickers to certain mushroom men. Like some of them are getting rewarded and
It's Walmart.
Someone pulls out a flip chart with graphs on it.
you see one mushroom man like is called up to the front, so he like steps onto the table and walks over to the hetman and the chieftain, and you see both of them. You see the hetman kind of goes behind himself and pulls out a small little plaque with like a hand drawn picture of a mushroom man that you presume is supposed to look like this one, but they all look the same.
Now we just have to teach them about unions. All
Yes.
complete.
Teach them about unions. I can't wait for the shaman and the chieftain to start union busting.
Oh no.
They call in the Pixie Pinkertons.
Oh my god.
With big Pinkertons, that'd be crazy.
I really just want to set up this like weird little like economic war inside of the house for my for entertainment purposes.
Oh, you easily could. The DC is like 10. That's a DC 10 deception check if you really need to.
I could beat that. I get a minimum 16, I think.
Oh yeah, so it's automatic, pretty much. Unless you get that nat 1.
Yeah.
That nat 1 and they see through your lies.
What lies?
I don't know.
It's a union time.
They see through the lies of the union. They will never unionize.
That feels like a failed persuasion check. More than a lie.
Maybe. Both of them are DC 10.
Belric's having a great time with his mom. I'm teaching the mushrooms about unions.
They don't understand the concept. Collective bargaining? What is that?
They understand capitalism, but
I'm
not
teaching them about
unions.
communism.
Yeah, the
Hey,
society
guys.
that like is interconnected mentally doesn't understand collective bargaining.
No.
They all are already part of a system.
Yeah.
They're in a society. Damn.
Yeah,
They're in a society.
they can mentally communicate with each other through the power of spores.
There's still ways to fuck that up. Also also dissent somehow.
I'll sow dissent somehow.
You do not want the mushroom wars to happen.
Are you sure she doesn't? She might.
I am positive you do not want to deal with mushroom wars.
I don't.
Wait till there's only one shaman right now. Wait till like they realize they have to fight each other. Oh, there's gonna be multiple shamans. You're gonna have mushroom men casting like, what's a good druid fire spell?
Firestorm.
Fireball.
Yeah, Firestorm. They're gonna be casting Firestorm all throughout the manor.
Oh, once it gets to that point, I'll exterminate them myself.
Oh my.
How can you exterminate a mushroom man when they can shape change into you?
I'll kill myself. It's fine.
can you defeat 50 of yourselves?
I don't know.
Well, I
Probably
mean,
not.
to be fair, she probably could. She's squishy, so one big
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All they would have to do is feeble mind you, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be hard though.
That would be
Yeah.
hard. That intelligence save would be difficult.
Another
But-
weakness.
Yeah,
It's
once that
strength.
they could earthquake you.
I could, but
I'm just
could
looking at like
counterspell
9th
them.
level druid spells. I'm like, what druid spells would the mushroom men take? Definitely animal shapes. Just turn each other into beasts. Oh, they
when
would.
did these mushrooms become level 17 or higher?
They're not. I'm just playing around.
I don't know, but could you imagine?
Oh, they would. So
Anyway,
if they could
it's
cast
not
reverse
just our
gravity-
fire beetle now.
Yeah.
What if we taught the pixies and the mushrooms how to be druids too? What if we made a druid circle? Cut her
Oh,
house.
No.
That'd be so interesting. The mushroom
We-
circle.
Plus the pixies could join in.
Hmm. They already have magic.
Belric's mom is already like what, an arc druid or something?
Yeah, she's an archdruid.
Plus there's Senti, so like
Just a house packed full of
and
spore
Senti's a
druids.
There's
spore
so-
druid, so I'm
There's a
sure
lot of
Senti
powerful
can.
druids.
They would like
Yeah,
there'd be
so-
so many just clouds of spores everywhere.
Has a druid. So
Oh.
we just need to build a druid circle at our home, and we're safe
Yes.
from invasion. Really?
Senti can teach them all to be spore druids.
Yeah.
Use their innate spores to.
Isn't Belric's mom
Raise
also a
undead.
spore druid?
Yes.
Spore druid circle. Even though Chad's a wildfire druid, he's our special boy though.
He is the special boy. I love that. That is.
He's a special boy who gets to wear lots of shoes.
I love how random that is. That there's just a lot of mushroom-based, like,
I don't know.
people in your campaign. It's like the same with the vampires. It's just like all the
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Whoops.
It's very
Anyways.
possible. It's just very crazy that it's happening a lot.
Senti,
Yeah.
you should teach the mushrooms how to be spore druids.
All of them are spore druids except one becomes like a paladin.
It's the chieftain.
Yeah.
He's like a
Hey, Oath of the Ancients.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, well, that's what I am, so I could
Oh
totally
my
teach
god!
them.
Yup.
Perfect!
It's all working out.
I love that. So that's definitely the project for the next break. You all start classes.
Yeah. We make it.
Set up a school.
Good luck waking the mushroom men up for school. So,
We would just have to make learning so fun for them because they love having
Yeah.
fun.
they do. It would have to be like a field trip day every day.
Which honestly, what is that if not learning?
Field
how
trip
do
to a
things
new
go
room in the
out
house
into the
every
woods?
day.
Just go out into the woods and teach them how to use their spores on dead animals and shit.
Exactly. Can we sleep?
I thought we already did that.
No,
Not yet.
We've not.
first.
But Fairdeer's beat to shit. She's bleeding so much.
You're bleeding in your soup.
Probably. it
I love that.
immediately becomes not vegetarian soup anymore.
It bothers me that we
yeah.
left that hag sister alive.
Wait, we did?
Yeah, not part of the coven, but
Oh.
one of the hag had like the
Yeah.
sister.
Another dusk hag.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't come back to bite us in the ass.
How would it?
No, that's not gonna bite you in the ass.
No, why would it?
No, the people that we care about, that's a whole different thing.
That hag wasn't even released by all of you. But yeah. So you all head off to your beds to long rest. Which you do so.
Yippee!
I cast the alarm spell around myself.
Okay. Yeah. It is a quiet night at Coltherstone Hold. There is no real intrusions or anything untoward that happens. It is a nice night of peace. You all awaken in the morning. Well, yeah, you awaken in the morning to find breakfast made for you. You had a long rest. If you were actually sleeping through most of the day. So you pretty much just had like a lazy evening. You could sit back by the fire, go into your little pool, even though it's in the middle of winter, and generally just have a calm night. Enough to rest and relax and get all your hit points and spell slots back. You awaken in the morning to some simple food made by your pixies, and now you have the important task of figuring out what you wish to do for the rest of the day, or what's your next goals as a party. And yeah, actually, during your day, Senti, you can definitely start making a tiny flower crown that is pixie-sized. Do you have Jordcraft? Easy enough. You could literally make crowns for every single pixie. Given the time. Fair enough. You can easily do that. You can make it... Okay. Yeah, you can make a nice crown for one of the pixies. Yeah, doesn't even have to be super advanced.
So, what are we doing?
What are we doing? That's a good question.
Whose backstory are we going into now?
So, I know that.
We want to go to Pale Light?
No.
Day trip to Pale Light, maybe?
Pale Light's more than a day trip, and you know that. We can't finish everything up in Pale Light in a day.
Is that a challenge?
We die.
We could speed run Pale Light.
Yeah, we can also speed run life.
Pale Light, you can definitely fly to Pale Light in a day. It's only
Yeah, but
87 miles away.
Can we do everything that we need to do in Pale Light in a day? I don't think so.
What do you want to do in Pale Light? What are your
I don't
goals?
know, man. Ask Laura. She's the one who wants to
Hey,
know.
man. We went to Belric's Backstory City. We gotta go to Sears Backstory City.
No. What if instead, so the ruins of Dwinwell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, what's the last place we have to go for Gamesh's like Jimajad stuff?
We have to go to we had to go to Kriyajad?
Yeah. The place is called Kree. That druid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Or
Okay.
portal.
but we had to.
essentially.
Yeah, but basically, I'm looking for the Kriyajad. That's the last one.
Yeah, and where is that?
That is to the east. That takes us past Yseldor's. The city was called Yseldor, right? No, what was the city?
There's the
Ruins
ruins
of
of
Yseldor.
Yseldor, yeah.
The ruins of Yseldor. Yes, that's the last. That's
That
that.
bitch
direction.
has ruins named after him?
Or he's
Well-
named after ruins. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
I think he just saw the name on the map and was like, ooh, that's such a cool and mysterious
All
bad
we
boy
know
name.
is that he told he
Mas-
could have. He really could have. All we know is that
I
he
think that's
saw- that
exactly what he did.
We
He'd
saw him
so do that.
talking. We saw him talking to like the Elder Storm, and he was like, "My name is Yseldor. That's the name that I chose."
So
I think every
he-
name he's ever chosen was the name of like
Yeah.
someone really cool growing
He's
up.
just emo.
And he was just like, wow, that person has such a cool name. I wish I had that
The
name. Oh wait, I
Dalton is a good
can.
name. You
Hey,
say
maybe
Dalton?
he grew up with someone who was like his high school bully, and his name was Dalton, and he was like, I want to be Dalton someday.
I want to be Dalton someday.
We know
was the
nothing
Gwendolyn
about
part of
this
the
man
name.
other than he sucks.
Can I-
Alright?
Okay, can I?
So I'm just
can I
making
drop
up
some, like,
headcanons now.
Can I drop some real life lore on all of you?
Yeah.
fast?
Yeah.
The reason I named him Dalton, is because at the time I just met a Dalton and he was the most annoying person I had ever met in my life.
Exactly!
Oh, wow.
It fits! It's canon! His high school bully was named
yeah.
Dalton!
That's,
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, it's canon!
oh my
I
gosh.
just-
You heard it
remember
here
that-
first on
and that's something
Twitch.tv.
I've never said before, and I can say
Oh, it's
Yeah.
outed now.
it.
It's been
So
So
the
it
years.
is
listeners
spoken,
don't-
so it shall be.
The
Oh.
deep-
Love Darren, he's such a dude.
Darren.
Who's Darren?
That's funny.
Dalton.
Oh, is Dalton also named Darren? I forget.
No, I just call him Darren. I think
Okay.
it's funny to just call him any name
I
that
call
starts
him
with D.
Walton.
I think the next time we show up, we should just all call him a different name.
It's
But
called
they're like
Walton
they're
Gwendolyn.
kind of similar. But they're all different.
That'd be
Hey,
so
Derek.
good. Dennis.
We'll just
Call him Dick.
we'll mind games him and get him
That's his
so
name.
pissed off at us for not knowing his name. He'll be like, I've been tormenting you for a year and you don't know who I am. I'm like, of course we know who you are, Daryl.
I would love to play along with that, but I don't think Seer can. Like psychologically.
Call him Dwight.
I cast gas on Seer.
You say his
With
name
my-
wrong,
With
or
my
you take
8th level
mental
spell
damage.
slot that I have.
Yeah.
Say his name wrong, or you take mental damage. That's crazy.
Wrong answers
That'd
only.
be the best way to like a political person who just wants to undermine his opponent. It's just like he just convinces everyone. He like gasses as many people as he possibly can, and it's like just say his name wrong.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
What's wrong name?
It's such a small thing, but once
Yeah.
if it piles up, it's gonna be
Because it would like,
Mind-breaking.
confuse so many people. Like other people would just go with it. Like, oh, that's his real
Yeah.
name, I guess. Okay.
If you just introduce him as Derek or Daryl or Donald or
Dwight.
Daffy.
Dwight.
Dwight. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. No one's ever gonna
Okay.
know.
All right. So aside from going to Cree, what other matters do we
Um,
have to attend to?
So there's the ruins of Dwynwell, which a crew member that was possessed by the King in Yellow supposedly told us that that's the place to start, as the beginning has been erased. And I believe this was also an issue. Another issue we faced was there's been a lot of Elder Tours recently, specifically 2, and that's too many.
Yeah,
That's two
given
too
the time
many.
frame. Given the time frame, that is a lot.
Yeah. So
Um, then, sheesh. Okay.
so
Um,
there's that to
all right. So, all right. Does anyone have any things for the character they want to address?
No, I mean I just want to do a bit more research on these so-called like
Oh,
tour
while we're
shits.
here, can Seer identify this? Was it gnarled branch I have?
Yes, if I'm allowed
It's
No,
just a
to.
yeah.
stick.
I'm pretty sure it's her
Just a
flying
stick.
broom.
Oh,
Oh
they
yeah,
did
I think we
identify
already
it.
did
Yeah,
that.
it is a flying broom.
Oh, okay, cool. Who has it?
Not me. I can't attune.
I mean, you probably if it's in your inventory, you probably have it.
Okay. It requires attunement.
Um,
I don't think it does. A broom of flying.
Assumed.
broom of fly. I don't think so, actually.
No, it doesn't. It's just you can just
Oh,
use it.
nice.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade from your eagle whistle.
I guess.
Can carry up to
Someone against
400
someone else.
pounds,
Holy shit.
but its flying speed becomes 30 while carrying over 200.
Okay. How much does Faraday weigh? How much weight is she?
She herself weighs, honestly, this is probably lowballing her by a lot, but I have written down 315. I feel like at 8'5", made of basically solid muscle, she probably weighs a lot more than that.
Also, isn't she like descended
just-
from stone giants?
Yeah,
I
she's
feel
also
like
descended
that
from stone
is probably
giants, so she's
kind of
really dense. Yeah. So I honestly don't know how much she weighs. How
Realistically-
much would an 8.5-foot tall person made partially of stone weigh?
Probably
She's
like
honestly, realistically,
3.5.
even if we just stuck with just her being mostly muscle, like even if it's just dense muscle, she's almost every bit of 5.
That makes a lot more sense.
The ideal weight of a 7-foot tall person is 275 pounds.
If
Yeah.
a 7-foot tall person is 200 what pounds?
275 pounds is a 7-foot person.
And
According
that's
to the
ideally.
Banner.
That doesn't include bodybuilder like status, pretty much. So yeah,
but
but-
it's also it's also ideal weight is very weird if it's BMI weight.
so real,
Yeah,
and then
because
the,
BMI is bullshit.
So really you should be giving it a give or take a
At-
couple hundred pounds. So
realistically, I would say at least 450.
yeah.
We'll put her at 475. Just to be safe. So
Okay,
she weighs
well-
475, her equipment is
How is-
105.
BMI trackers are so bad.
Yeah, BMI trackers,
I-
it's been proven that they are not based in science at all, and they're mostly just nothing.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
BMI was like made by like a French mathematician to like help distribute food during a famine.
Yeah, it was made to make people essentially like anorexic. And it
Yeah,
is
it was-
incredibly damaging.
It was made to like be able to be like, okay, what is the absolute least amount of food a person can survive on and still be
Yeah.
quote unquote healthy?
Damn.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's this. You'll still be alive if you weigh this much. That's like in school when we learned the BMI chart. It was always so like terrible, and it's so bad
Yeah.
to teach
Yeah.
people about that because it's damaging to your development and like mentally. It
Yeah.
causes a lot of eating disorders and stuff. It's
Bad.
really bad.
It's
I
just a
think the
bad medical
broom-
practice that we have.
I think the broom needs to go to Seer.
Oh. Am I a witch now?
Hell yeah.
Well,
You have the most witchy vibes.
to be
I
fair,
do.
but like nah, the items I have alone is already 135. I know Gamesh is like almost every bit of 200 pounds, so that's already 335.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who can use it. Unless it goes to.
Yeah, we have 3 just big people. Senti is made of like metal and wood and stone, and then Mebeki is a tiny, and you're just
Yeah.
normal.
I don't think.
So the 2
You
people
counting
that
every-
could use this.
Yeah, I don't think anything. Even counting what she's carrying, especially because she has the bag of holding, like plus her body weight, it's not over 200 pounds. It's just no way.
I will trying to see something would be what would I get rid of? I want to give Faraday the whistle. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give Faraday the whistle.
Ooh, a whistle?
The whistle, the eagle whistle. You take that.
What does it do?
You can blow into it. I think what was the total? What was it? I think it's for as long as you can like. As long as your Constitution modifier is.
I think so.
Let
In,
me
like, a
look up
minute?
You blow
a
the
eagle
whistle
whistle.
continuously for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus 5 times your con mod.
So it'd be 30 rounds.
Yeah, you take that.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
for this one, me and Graham agree that we're going to limit it to just once per day, though. Because it's
For
typically
the whistle?
yeah, just once per day.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, you take that. You need to
It's
be
still
able to
strong, but not as strong.
For sure. Much appreciated.
Why do
I
I
don't
have-
have to run all the time now.
Hang on. Hey, Faraday, do you have the Ild rune?
Ild?
Yeah.
I don't know which one that is. Let me see. Is that the
So-
fire one?
Yeah.
No, I do not have the Ild rune.
'Cause
The shackle one,
realized
I
I've
don't
been
have it.
hoarding onto an opal of the Ild rune that I should probably give you.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
This is maybe for you. I
I don't know what
why
it
I
does.
have
Let me see what that even does.
I'm looking at it. It basically, as long as it's on your person, you can ignite.
Oh,
an
it requires
object.
attunement though.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I
Well-
don't have any attunement slots open.
Do you care about it?
I mean,
This would have
Let's
been
see
helpful
here.
fighting. You already have resistance to cold damage.
true.
And you already
Graham,
have
quick
magic
question.
items.
Yes.
So, you talked about combining items. One of the things you can do with this opal is you can combine it with a weapon or armor, and if you do a weapon, it deals an extra d6 of fire damage. Could I possibly pack that onto my flame blade, so it does another d6 of fire damage? Or could I put it like on my Thunder of the Giants or something?
Give me one moment.
It might make the most sense to just put it on the flame blade one. The blade of flame. It's not a flame blade, that's a different magic item.
I'm glad that I brought this up instead of just hoarding it like I have been doing.
I think we talked about it, and since it had an attunement slot, I just told you to keep it.
Yeah. It doesn't make much sense that I.
But it
as a
doesn't say that
person-
when you. It says when you combine it with an armor, it requires attunement, but it doesn't say attunement for the weapon option. So if we could just, like, crush the opal into my sword and make it a bit more fiery.
At worst, it's like a. You have to go hang out with your girlfriend for a while so she can figure out how to put it on there.
True.
If it's if it is available at
It's
all.
kind of her specialty.
I think that's a very good excuse to go visit your girlfriend.
I would love to visit my girlfriend. Guys, do you want to go visit my girlfriend?
You could go visit your girlfriend just for this one rune. Figurator just needs the least reason.
Honestly, any excuse.
So you go visit.
I mean, if Seer will take me, because I think it's like multiple days of walking to get there.
I think it's a Senti question. Can we wind walk there?
Oh yeah, Senti. If we're all going, then
It's
I'd probably
basically-
ask Senti. If it's just me, I'd ask Seer to take me.
Well, how am
But
I
if everyone can come if they
this?
want to.
This almost reminds
We all
me
want
of
to
like,
chill with the giants for a bit.
This is basically like asking, "Hey, mom, can you drive me to my girlfriend's house?"
Basically, yeah.
You drive me to my girlfriend's
Literally, we could if anyone who wants to can come. Like,
Yeah, it's like, are we taking the car that sits for, or are we taking like the SUV? You know?
And she's going back up to the mountains, right?
You gave me the
You should
I
have
think
to
they're
know.
currently in. Are they still at Zaren's stronghold area, or did they go back to the mountain
I
fortress?
will say, because it's not too easy to like. Well, it's not too difficult to like look over the mountains. There's very clearly in the far distance, near where like you would expect the giant clan to be. There's a giant floating castle.
Okay, so they're both in the same area.
Yeah, they
They
fixed up
parked the
castle,
RV in the front yard.
basically.
Should we take this?
Hey, Senti. How do you feel about Windwalk?
It's a spell.
yeah.
Wait, back.
Air Senti.
For the first time ever, Senti says no.
I'm actually busy.
Spending all my time making these pixie crowns.
Yeah,
Yippee!
there you go. At
Going
least the
on a
spell's
trip.
not concentration.
Yeah, right.
That'd be a good way to kill someone. You tell them, "Hey, you can just fly over there," and then you just drop them out of the sky.
We become Cloud to go visit
That's-
Cloud Giants. It's thematic.
Spear would do.
Is fly concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so if whoever wants to come, we can go visit the Giants real quick and have Yistrid smack an opal into my sword.
Yeah.
She's done it before. I've given her a rock and a sword, and she made it better. That's how I got my Thunder of the Giant sword.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to find cursed libraries. So. I'll do that later. I'll come with you first.
Yippee!
Faradir's girlfriend and then cursed library.
Hell yeah. I'll go to a cursed library with you.
We love cursed library.
My mom would love a cursed book, but like a lightly cursed one.
I mean, you have
We'll
a lightning.
find
Just
Your
just
mama
just to add to her collection mostly.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm sure
Not necessarily to
Gamesh,
read.
Gamesh is currently holding all the cursed books.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I don't
Did we get the
I
other
don't
one
want
back in the
to
hag?
give
You
my
did, you did.
mom a like
Okay.
artifact cursed book.
Belric,
I want to give her a
make
cursed
sure.
book that like bleeds or something. I don't know.
Belric, would
Just
you
want to
give me
sit on
back the
her
book?
shelf.
Not one that'll kill her or drive her insane.
Yeah,
I'll give it back to
preferably
you.
not.
You said you would have gave it back to me.
Yeah. That's the first thing I would do. Just give it back to you.
All right, then. While they go do that, I'm putting the book back into the demiplane.
I guess my brother's gonna drive me.
Fair
I'll
enough.
just go in a little bit early.
Yeah, I'm,
Yeah.
almost forgot about that. Ooh.
Do we just have a stack of cursed books in a demiplane?
He doesn't want to, but
I love that. That's great.
you don't want to either, so
Yeah,
we can do it.
it's an interesting library that Gamesh is building.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
it's gonna be useful.
One day.
So yeah,
What-
Yeah.
you go and visit Yeastred.
Or yeah, if I said
Yeah.
Flying up to the giant abode, Queen Lagura is, you find out, is currently dwelling within the very giant flying castle. The giants are currently in the midst of repairing, and that's actually where you find Yeastred is, in the midst of, fully building up this flying castle for the giants to use, in a much less aggressive way. It is not going to be this floating platform for war any longer. It'll be a way for the cloud giants to peacefully treat with many of the other peoples of this world, which is the cloud giants under Lagura's new goal is to work with the people and not against them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you find Yeastred. You two catch up. Talk about this new item to craft. And she will enlist your help to make it.
Coolio.
So, as you go with Yeastred to her workshop where she helped you with your items before, let's see. She gives you two options. Either you can be the one to trace the rune of flame into the blade, or you can attempt to use your strength to hammer at the blade and attempt to make the magic of the rune stick to an already runed item.
What do you mean an already ruined item?
Well, the flame blade that you wield already has a rune carved into it. These blades were made for Vicus McCall by giants.
Right.
That's why they're implanted with elemental energies. All except for the necrotic one. And actually the polymorph one as well. The lightning and flame blade were made by giants specifically.
Okay. I'd like to get it in the blade of flame if I can.
Okay. Do you want to trace the rune, or do you want to hammer the weapon?
Would there be any actual difference?
It's going to be what you roll for this.
Tracing sounds like maybe a mind type of thing, and hammering sounds like a strength type of thing. So I'm gonna go with the hammering for strength.
Okay.
Because I'm much better at that.
Fair enough. So, you heat up this already superheated blade that is crackling with this almost roaring energy of flame and fire, and you watch as Ystrid traces the Isled rune across the blade, and you watch immediately singes in, and you watch part of the blade turn to almost obsidian glass, this patch of dark in the shape of the Isled rune, and she yells, "Hit it!" Go ahead and make me an athletics check, please.
Okay, can I very quickly giant might to get advantage on it? Like as
I'd
I'm
say-
bringing the hammer down, just get big?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Awesome. Oh, that's kind of low.
Okay.
Damn.
You smack the hammer into the blade, and as you lift it back up, you look at the Isled rune and you can see the obsidian has partially cracked, and you can see it's fading. Ystrid looks at you worried. If you can, hit it again.
Yeah, I'll hit it again.
Okay. Roll another athletics check.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay. You only had 2 chances at this. I will say if you failed, you would have just broken your blade.
No!
You this
Vickers
time,
would have been upset.
yeah, he would have cried
He
into
just
your
fucking
heart. You hear
doesn't
him
let me use the swords
in
anymore.
the back of your mind. You hear his voice because he is now a sentient weapon. You hear him from the necrotic blade going, "Please don't fail! Please don't fail! Please don't fail!" But as you hit it again, you hear this resounding, shattering sound, and for a moment you lock eyes with Ystrid, and you lift it up, and you can see the obsidian of the rune suddenly flares and just seems to fade into the red blade, and you can see fire engulfs the edges of it. It is a much hotter blade. It doesn't add an additional damage die to the blade. However, it does increase the damage to a d12 instead of a d6.
Whoa, okay. Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So now the flame blade is stronger. Ever so slightly.
Radical.
And the opal of the Isled rune is no more. It is now implanted in your weapon permanently.
Gone.
This
from
is
my
so
inventory.
cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't break your item.
Me too. It
Yeah.
would have really sucked. I mean, the
DC
flame blade is the one I use the least, but I would still like to have it.
Yeah, it is convenient. Yeah, just so you know, it was DC 25.
I figured it was like a 20 or 25, and I got a 22, and I was like, oh no. I rolled so low with the advantage and plus 14.
Yeah. If it was any lower than a 20, it probably would have auto broke. I'll say.
Oof.
So. It's what you get with combining magic items. They're more powerful, but there is a chance things will happen.
Yeah. Awesome. I
Hell
got a sparkly fire sword now.
Yeah. Ystrid will be so happy for you. She'll probably just, kind of pick you up and, hold you for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so little compared to her.
I mean, you're giant minded now, so
For a minute.
yeah. The two of you make that minute count with a nice,
Yeah.
hug.
Still 6 feet shorter than her, even with giant might.
Yeah. Still,
She's just so tall.
she really is.
I love that about her. Also, did you see my DM from earlier?
No, I did not. Give me a moment.
It's about you straight still.
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay, cool. How much would that have cost?
Let me double check. 2,000 gold.
Damn. Alright.
Why is it so expensive?
I think it's just an uncommon item, so I don't know.
It is uncommon.
It's an opal. I guess. It's a
Well, I'm
map.
asking about sending stones.
Oh, sending stones? Oh,
Like a
Yeah.
pair of sending stones.
They don't want us to
For
have
2 of them,
stones.
I'd just say 1,000.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll pay that. Awesome. And then she has one and I have one.
Very good. Now you can communicate easy.
So the next time she gets kidnapped, she can tell me.
Yep. I'm sure that like at the end of like every day, she will just like talk to you. Like during every one of your long rests, she'll just like send good night messages essentially.
That's what I was gonna do.
You do it at the same time. Like you both call each other at the same time.
It's great.
Yeah, perfectly in sync. I love that.
Alright. I will probably spend a bit more time up with Eastrid and then return to the manor.
Okay. Easy enough. Anything else from any of you while you're still in the safety of your home region?
I think I'm personally good.
Okay. Anyone else? I'll take that as a no. So, with that, probably a day or two of downtime. What's your next goal? Where are you headed?
Yeah, we need to figure out what our next big thing is.
So it seems as though we only really have 2 things at the moment on the list.
Oh yeah, the library.
Oh, the library too,
I think
yeah.
Seer said she wanted to go to the library.
Kind of. It's not a big priority. I'm concerned about all these eldritch beings. I do have something, just like a small thing I would like to do while we're in the giant city.
Okay.
Can I walk around the city and like study the architecture and the way they're like changing it and the way it's like planned out and stuff?
For like the castle and stuff? Or are you talking about
Yeah.
palace?
No, the castle, like where we're at here.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me just like a history check.
Okay. Where's history? Why can't I read all of a sudden?
Why was that so loud?
It's an 18. Not my best, but not my worst.
18. Okay. Yeah, you can see for the most part, um, the architecture is still very much in the style of the Cloud Giants. So marbles, kind of light colors, um, and a very open feel. Um, they like access to the sky and kind of like small gardens placed in certain areas. That's what you can kind of get from that. If that helps you. Light colors, open feel.
Yeah, this is just like a little like for fun thing. I'm just studying it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then I also wanted to look into the Great Beast and any relation it might have to the King in Yellow
Okay.
due to what happened.
What library do you go to?
I don't know. That's a good question. What libraries do I know again? I know the one in Kalos.
There's the library in Kalos. There is one in Rankton as well.
Yeah.
That you know of, and I think those are the few that you've been to. The actual like libraries.
Yeah,
Now you met Faradir at a library.
There is the
I don't remember which one that was though.
in the Citadel. There is like the Paladins library. It's pretty small.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you met her at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be useful to me right now. I guess what I would probably do is I would start in the Rankton library. To see what's there, and then from there move on to the Kalos library, and then if I still and then move on from there and asking the I forget his name, but the guy I am acquaintances with at the Kalos library. His name escapes me.
Ice Blade.
Yeah, I know it's like Icedale or
It's Ice Blade, I believe.
Iceblade.
Well, it's his last name.
Close. It's like Tio, I think.
I think it is Tia.
See, I know.
Yeah, you do. I never doubted you.
Yeah, I doubted me.
No, you all have really good notes for my world. I like it.
Yeah, so I have him, so I'm sure I can ask him where I could look for more information about it. Because what I'm looking for specifically is things that mention the Great Beast, things that mention the Yellow King, and then cross-referencing those with each other to see what similarities there are, or what connection they have, if any.
Gotcha. So you start off going to the Temple of Knowledge within Rankton. You see the large photo of presumably the founder of this great temple to knowledge, and asking for help from an attendant. Go ahead, just make me a history check with advantage.
Okay.
And by the way, if you don't remember,
20.
the founder of this establishment is
Quinn, right?
Yeah.
I know her. I
Quinn
know one of the
1.0.
library people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1.0.
Quinn Prime.
Before she became a pirate.
Yeah, before she got cool, when she was still a nerd.
Yeah, little nerd. Secretly eating people below your very feet.
Yeah. Only bad people though. People that like
Stole
eat, like
from
read
the
books after eating Cheetos, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who did that. So many people going missing at the library. Kind of haunted.
Wild.
Ugh. It's fine. I think I'm safe.
With 20,
I got my Glock and my word.
there's not many books on eldritch beings. They're not written about for the most part because they are so rare and so unknowable in their true devastation. What you do see is, the basic stuff you already know, like their names, what they stand for. The King in Yellow is typically madness and creativity, typically going after artists and playwrights, talking about the Yellow City and stuff like that. Whereas the Great Beast is an entity of corruption. It being nearby, its very nature just corrupts. And with a 20, you get the sense on what you've read that these beings don't show up often at all. They are exceedingly rare with their sightings. That kind of worries you.
When I'm looking at these books, is there one author that pops up a lot?
Not really. It's kind of loose fed information.
Okay.
The name, there is a name, not really a name. There is a. You get the sense it's probably a pen name, as it doesn't really mean anything to you. It doesn't look like a real name. And yeah. Sorry, I have to look up the.
Yeah, for once I'm asking questions.
No, I have to look up the pen name real fast. It's not in this D&D game. Hold on.
Sorry. I have a habit of trying to get to lore that doesn't matter.
No, it's. You're fine. It's AD. Oh, sorry. AG is the pen name.
AG.
AG.
Like initials? Or is it like a word?
Possibly. It's hard to tell. They're both capitalized.
Okay.
Do you wish to go to the other library?
Yeah. I'll tell the group I'm leaving.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to hop continents with me, now's the time.
Yeah, I'll go.
Quick jaunt over to Kalos.
Yeah.
I love going to Carlos.
Anyone have any business over the pond?
Actually, I do.
Nice.
I need to get the boots from the air. From the air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get those.
So while I'm in the library, y'all can go do that. Nice.
How are you gonna get there, Ganesh?
I'm
Oh, how am I going to get there? After Seer's done doing what she needs to do, we have the teleportation circle to the temple that was close to it.
Mm. You're right.
Yeah.
Trying to find my information for Tybos.
Her name was. Let's see, where is it at? There's so many
Don't find
fucking
it before,
names.
Please don't find it before me.
Ah,
You're
feels like
gonna,
nothing.
you might actually find this before me. I don't remember where this is.
I'm
Is it
close.
in there? Oh, it's.
I got it.
Oh, nope, 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 nope. I got you. I got it.
I got it too. I think I found it first.
What's your name?
Aurora.
Yes, you are right.
Delkspar. Delkspar.
Yup. What's her hair color?
I have no idea. I don't write down those type of notes.
Brown hair, long straight, half elf,
I just,
young
yeah, I know she's
teenage
half
girl.
elf. I know she's a young teenage girl. I know that. I know she's a half elf.
Wears a simple tunic that has many small holes burned into it. Wears baggy brown trousers and looks wholly unremarkable besides for a very elaborate dark brown leather boots with light blue light emanating through swirling patterns.
Damn, you said this bitch looks lame AF.
Oh, she dresses down. She was just like traveling by like walking on the sky for the most part. She was just like self exile was what it was.
And then we took her back home and said, no, face life.
Basically, I mean, she wasn't just a teenage girl, so like.
It's understandable. When I was, how old was I? I was like 19 when I ran, right? Or was I 17? I think I was 17.
How old are you now?
24? That was 5 years ago, so I think I was
Yeah,
17.
you were. Yeah. Well,
I get it. We've
Maybe
all
freshly.
been there.
yeah, maybe like freshly 18. Love that. So you head off to Kalos, teleporting to the teleportation circle there. Seer, you go to the library first. Or do you help Gamesh first?
Which would I assume the library would take more time, so I'll help Gamesh first.
Okay. So then you
So
probably would have
we'll just go
teleported.
straight to-
Yeah, you probably would have teleported
yeah.
directly to Tybas. Appearing within the ancient temple to Graylin himself, you walk through the quiet halls that once contained agents of Bane, god of tyranny, and find yourselves exiting the cave and finding the small, quiet, mountain cliffside village of Tybas. There, Gamesh, it's pretty easy to find Aurora. She's in the long hall with her father. You are all invited in. Do you just ask for the item first, or?
I mean, I will do the pleasantries.
Yeah.
See how everything's been going. Actually, and I'll ask if there's been any more developments with the air portal.
She'll tell you no, that it's been perfectly quiet. She is getting more into her powers as of now. And she will tell you that she did recently take a small walk into the plane. And she saw in the distance the Elder Tempest is doing well. It is no longer feral and dangerous.
Okay.
And all is looking good.
All right. How did it feel going in by yourself this time?
I was scared for sure, but the boots kept me aloft, and I have so much control over a place that I can rarely visit. It's nice to remember that it's not all scary, that place. That my control over it can be used for good. I just have to make sure I close it on my way out.
Right. So there's two reasons I'm here. One, I went to the Vesijard.
Ah, how's Damien?
It's good, but there was a disturbance with the portal to at the plane of water.
Oh. What sort of
I'm not-
disturbance?
There's a surge of arcane energy. The portal is becoming unstable.
Interesting.
We were able to deal with it, fix the problem. But just remain vigilant.
I'll
It seemed
keep an
it
eye
seems
out.
good. Because that's 3 for 3 so far. Each of them is having problems. I don't know if it's all related or not, but we might really have to be fulfilling our duties.
Well, I'm ready for whatever happens. You all helped show me that I could be ready.
I'm glad you know you are.
And the second reason?
I think it's about time I need those boots now. I'm almost ready.
You do see a visible, like, sinking of her shoulders. She sighs a little bit. I figured. I guess yesterday was my last walk in the open air, and she brings her foot up onto the bench and immediately starts undoing the laces. Just so you know, I haven't taken these off in a long time. I don't know how well magic can hold in the stink, so don't go sniffing too hard. And she pulls off one of the boots, sets it down. You can see these swirls of light blue energy fade slightly as she takes them off. Hands you the leather boots.
Do they smell like? I'm not gonna sniff them, but like, is there odor coming from the from the boots?
Roll me a d20.
Ooh. D20.
They are rank. For a young teenage girl, she has not taken these boots off in probably a while. Probably sleeps in them. I don't. It takes you a second to realize, oh, it's probably not the boots. It's just her socks.
Oh. Ugh.
Well, that's what prestidigitation is for. Soap.
So it's her socks, not the boots.
It's her socks, not the boots.
Then I am not going to embarrass her. I'm just going to tough it out. Then act.
You see her face, and you realize she knows too. She's looking at you like, "Don't you say a word."
I'm just trying to keep it stern.
Thanks for the boots. Thanks for the boots.
If you can bring them back sometime, I like them.
That's the plan.
Good luck visiting Kree. I've heard stories.
I haven't. But from the vision I had when I first tapped into the abilities, seems like it's about to be a hell of a time.
Probably. Well,
All right. Good seeing you.
good seeing you.
And keep up the good work.
I'll do my best. You see she kind of stands, will shake your hand if you allow it.
Oh, of course.
And as you begin to walk away, she hurries to her room to most likely change her socks.
Mm.
And you can see as she walks past her dad, he just like kind of holds his hand over his
Nose.
eyes and his
Oh.
nose. Like he's like doing both. Like he's like, I'm not looking, I'm not seeing this. He's kind of, you get the sense he's ashamed that his young teenage daughter is just not taking care of her feet apparently.
Oh, that's funny.
They're magic items. Why would you take them off? Like,
Yeah, of course. Why would you ever take it off? You know,
yeah, they're just boots.
they're just boots. They don't hold sweat. No way.
No, I mean they're magic boots. They actually don't hold sweat, but the socks do.
The socks do though. There's no air. There's no air circulation,
No.
despite the fact that they help you walk on air. No air circulation.
Yeah. You start to wonder
Alright.
what Graylin's feet probably smelled like when he was still immortal.
Mm. Ew. That's gross. Yeah, because who knows how long he had him on before he became an immortal.
So, after that,
All right.
you all
Yeah.
teleport to Kalos. Seer, you head up to the library?
Yeah.
I'll go with her.
Okay. You're met by Teo Iceblade, actually. As he is currently, up and about, kind of walking around his, his library temple. And if you ask to do some research, he would gladly help.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
All right. — 23.
Okay. A lot of the information you find in Kalos is comparable, but different. And you get the sense that mainly because Kalos has had experience with entities like this for a while. The King in Yellow has had a cult long, long ago. Before the fall of the Sky Cities. His cult ranged the entire north side of the continent. And so there is a lot of evidence to suggest that it was a while ago. There was a lot of these eldritch beings that were powerful enough to show themselves on the plane regularly. And again, you find that a lot of these notes are written by the same figure, AG. And I will also say, one thing of note is the only piece of information that is as substantial as AG's accounts, but not from his perspective, mentions something that kind of piques your interest. It talks about a figure who, upon returning to this material plane, made it their duty to protect the plane from outside interference. It is said that after their return from some adventure aboard a spelljammer. This individual rooted out the cults, the aberrations, and cleared the continent of Kalos of as much of the dangerous denizens as possible. And then it is said that that figure, through their good deeds and hard work, were ascended into god status. And their name is Graylin.
Hey, Gamesh, this is important.
Huh? What?
Okay. Cool. I guess that's all from the library. Faraday, do you have anything to do in the library?
No, I was just tagging along for you.
Okay. I gotta go back and talk to Gamesh about Graylin.
Aight.
Because I think... I think Eldritch gods are returning to our dimension.
That's bad.
Guess we need to free him a little sooner than later.
Yeah. So I need to, yeah, I'm gonna go share my theory with Gamesh with all of my notes that I have.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine Gamesh probably didn't join you in the library, so he's probably doing something else in the city.
I probably would have been taking the time to putting the boots in the demiplane with the Watcher's Eye.
Okay. Do you want to know the abilities of the boots? I don't know if I ever told you
Sure.
them.
I think I just know the gist of them, but yeah, go ahead.
So it allows the wearer to cast Levitate with a 1-hour time limit. Has a feature called
Okay.
Skyward March. This is all the base boots, which allows the individual to cast Airwalk for a 1-hour time limit, and movement is increased by 5 feet while you are attuned to the boots. And Featherfall can be cast as a reaction once per day. It's a lot of spells. Its Awakened State, Levitate goes to 2 hours. Skyward March increases to 2 hours as well. And Exalted, Levitate increases to 4 hours, and the Skyward March increases to 8 hours. And the last ability of the Exalted boots is a Banishing Step. The wearer gains the ability to cast Banishment in a 10-foot radius sphere around them with a spell save DC of 14.
As in, it's an area of effects that are focusing on one.
Yes, you can banish an area of effect.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's its Exalted feature.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't know what Airwalk is, it's basically like Water Walk, but just for air.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Which is just really convenient at times.
Yeah, just able to walk through the air. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she used to do. She would just like travel in the sky. You can choose to go up or down whenever you wish, like walking on like a boulder or something like that. It's very
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, like so casting Demiplane takes an hour. Or at least an hour for the door to close. So that's what I've been doing while she was doing her research.
I'm sure my research took more than an hour.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. So then I probably just been staying close. But yeah, so are we going back before we have our talk, or we're doing it here?
Since you're not inside of the library's private rooms, we'll go back before we talk.
Okay.
Easy enough. You can teleport home. No one's gonna stop
Yeah.
you.
Could you
They
imagine?
could always
At this
try.
at this level, they would have to be like an archmage to try and stop you.
Because I will obliterate a portion of the city. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I have the power to do it.
Just like, hey, lady, don't do that.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Meteor Swarm took out a whole pirate city. You could probably do the same
Yeah.
with Kalos.
Oh, I could just do earthquake.
Oh yeah. The city that is like, I will say, the building standards of Kalos are not up to par.
Exactly. And then I have and then I can double the area with expanded spell. I mean, given how big the city is, it's really not that much. But
No, nah, yeah, the city is uh way bigger than you could ever fully take
Yeah.
on. I believe it's like,
but
yeah, it's huge.
but for the people that are in the immediate area, it's gonna feel like it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, you could easily take on like you could take down a couple noble houses probably.
Oh, okay. So I guess now we're back at the manor.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take at least Gamesh. Anyone else is welcome to join me. As I tell you all my theory. That a really long time ago, there were these. You know, you all saw the King in Yellow and the Great Beast, right? Creatures like that, entities like that existed, like before the Sky Cities fell, and they used to come around a lot, but then someone who I think might be AG, but is definitely also Graylin, made it their duty to protect the plane from outside interference. And so I think because Graylin is trapped, these entities are coming back. So I share all of that information. Also, the King in Yellow had a cult, like a very, very big cult in Kalos.
I mean, I thought we knew that part though.
No, but like historically.
Oh, historically.
Well, that makes sense, actually. That actually would explain a lot of the problems that we've been having with the elemental planes as well. Graylin's strength is waning.
Yeah. So.
Well, there's only one more.
One more item.
One more item to obtain. One more vestige.
Well. At
And-
least now we have a better idea of the stakes.
It's not a day in our life unless the world's about to end.
I think
All
the
right.
worst case scenario here is that the world doesn't end.
Yeah, subjugation's worse than death. Alright. So then I guess we do really need to decide what we're doing next.
What was the name of the ruins? Again?
It starts with a D. I have it. I know I have it.
I believe in you.
Dwinwell. The
There you go.
ruins of Dwinwell.
Dwinwell. Okay.
Alright. So we can either go to the ruins, or we can go for Graylin's shield.
Or both. They're fairly close. Awesome.
Oh, they are.
Yes. Let me do this. Oh, you're on the wrong map, actually. I have you on the non-travel map. Why did I
Yeah.
click on that myself, too? So, I don't know if this will bring you to it. There. Did that work?
Oh yeah, I see.
Yep. So you have Kree, the elemental village, and then
Only
the
about
ruins of
100
Dwynwell.
miles away. Isn't this the continent where magic is banned?
Arcane magic is.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yep. The Empire of Glass, with their capital Renacenta.
Hey guys.
This is also where the ancient Sky Cities used to have their empire. It's,
The ruins of Yseldor are also here.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost right between you and the ruins of Dwynwell.
Which one's their capital?
The Empire of
Renacenta.
Glass is Renacenta.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know that much about this continent.
We only know
Don't.
with
We fought a group of people from here.
Seer, do you wish
we only know-
would
Not
you
like
want
me.
to research the continent before you go there?
Yeah, if we're
Make a history check with advantage as you go to the library and do some more research before you leave.
And remember, we also have the
Go.
chair.
What?
And we also have the chair.
It's a nat 20.
Oh. Fuck
Yeah.
that chair.
The Empire of Glass, based on what you've read, sits upon the ruins of the old civilization, mainly the surface one. The Empire of Dawn typically used their surface cities as places to get food from. Mainly, they were farmers, poor and downtrodden. However, when the Sky Cities fell, the Low Cities had to adapt and rebuild their fallen empire from dangers. The leftovers of Bane's armies still dwell within the northern mountains, and the Empire of Glass has countless battles with evil cultists and unworldly creatures from Halak Karif and many of the other strongholds of Bane's soldiers. Magical storms plague the area, coming supposedly from the ruins of Karsus itself in the middle of the Great Lake that was essentially made by by many, many sky cities falling and collapsing into a singular spot, creating the world's largest unnatural lake. Most of the storms, luckily, move eastward rather than westward, making the eastern, specifically northeast side of the lake almost uninhabitable. Hence, why the ruins of Yseldor and the ruins of Varna have never been resettled. The storms are very dangerous. They warp magic innately.
You said they warp magic?
Warp magic, yes. They are essentially wild magic storms. It is suggested to take off and unattuned to magic items when one hits you. But if you're unprepared,
Oh.
be ready.
Oh my.
Dwynwell, your research on Dwynwell is less so. Supposedly, Dwynwell was also destroyed around the same time as the collapse of the Sky Cities. However, no one knows exactly how it happened. All they know, is that the dwarves of Dwynwell no longer walk their hallowed halls, and the ancient map keepers have not updated their maps in, well, about 1400 years. These dwarves are known for having a massive carved map of the entirety of the world that is more detailed and more accurate than anything else the world had known. Even the Empire of Dawn would go to them for information on locations of places. And in one of the books you read, there is a rumor, supposedly, that it was the dwarves that finally relented and told the Empire of Dawn where the King's Mountain in the Grimolian Kingdom was.
Told the Empire of Dawn what?
Where the King's Mountain was, which was the mountain where the Citadel currently resides in the Grimolian Kingdom, just north of Rankton. It's where the Empire of Dawn attempted to carve the mountain from its base and make it their own city. And that's why they had a whole war with people very far away from them for a single mountain.
They didn't even get it.
Yeah. Arcane magic is also illegal in much of the Empire of Glass. So be wary.
It's a problem for me.
It's a problem in general.
Well, definitely a problem for me.
Both of you, yes. That is, yeah, the two of you are gonna have a hard time with that, probably.
Fine. We're already criminals. It's one more crime.
Right.
For sure.
No witnesses. For real
None.
this time.
They go in the bag of holding.
We go to
And
the
they-
zombie. Is he
It
still
was
in
the
there?
bag
Did we
man.
solve that?
I don't think we actually did.
Damn it.
We could solve that right now. We could just let him lose.
Someone has to grab him.
So, and are we just taking out the zombie?
Seer isn't. Seer wouldn't. It'll bite me. I don't want that.
So why did we have the zombie again?
So, okay, so Cinti turned when we were fighting like with the paladins against the fire dude, right?
Uh-huh.
Cinti turned one of our dead soldiers into a zombie, and the
Uh-huh.
captain was coming up with like the emperor of the Minsk Empire as well, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so Seer hid the zombie because like that's one of our dead men. He was on our side. So you can see why that would be a problem.
Okay.
And then we forgot about it for more than 24 hours, which means that he's no longer under Cinti's control.
Okay. Yeah, just dump him out of the bag. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just not grabbing him.
I'll
'cause he'll bite me.
I'll
Alright, let me see the bag.
It's gonna be so weird not having a zombie in the bag, but okay.
I'm gonna
I mean, do you want the zombie? I'll let you keep the zombie.
No. Takes up space.
Alright,
Other
I'm gonna
bodies can go
cast I'll cast Terran Fist to have a little gauntlet around my hand. I'll open the bag up. It's gonna be on the ground. I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna grab for the zombie and try to pull it out.
Okay. So you grab the zombie and you pull it out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's evolved. It's a
Oh
white.
no. It's the Bagman now.
Oh no.
We put it back in.
Back in you go.
As you bring it up and pull it out of the bag, immediately, as the head pierces the top of the bag, you just immediately hear, and it just begins to like move and attempt to hit you. What are you? So are you just holding it like?
I mean, I'm going to attack it.
Okay, make an attack on it, because it will attack you as well.
All right, let me make sure I get my bonuses on here. Stone's Edge, Terran Fist.
That will hit it.
Does it go down?
Let's see here. As it begins to react negatively, as you just see its head, you take your other fist and just do a single bonk on the top of the head, and it goes limp. And then you pull it out the bag and set it on the ground, and it's dead. One singular hefty bonk is all it needed. You just put down a zombie.
A brick to the skull is quick to take something out.
Mm-hmm. It's the best weapon for a zombie apocalypse, I guess.
Here's your bag.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you take anything else out of the bags here?
No, I don't have anything else.
It got
rotting
zombie
in
juice on it.
there.
Everything else. Everything.
It might have zombie juice on it.
I'll deal with that when I get there. I know presentations.
And I'll bury this body. You know.
Fair enough. You have Move Earth?
Yeah, I move Earth and everything.
Easy.
Yeah.
No challenge. Poor...
Sorry you didn't get to. Yeah, sorry you didn't get to bury with your friends. And I cover back up.
At least he got buried on home soil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
This is outside your house?
Probably by the pool.
Let's start a graveyard.
Okay.
An unmarked grave.
Okay. So, cool. What's your passive perceptions?
My
Oh,
passive
mine's definitely
perception is
12.
15.
Okay. Don't
Nothing
notice
special.
anything.
The mushrooms.
Oh, fucking mushrooms.
What
I
do you
know
mean?
it's like if it's anything at this house and it requires a passive perception, it's the mushrooms.
Do you wish? Do you want to make a perception check?
No, it's fine. I like the fact that I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I, the player, know now.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
yes, this is out of character knowledge.
Yeah. You all return back into the house.
And I guess we were prepping to head east whenever everyone's ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Faraday, what's your passive perception?
23.
There are three.
I don't
mushroom
like
men.
when you ask that.
Just something you know. You're inside the house. You just see three mushroom men running outside with a shovel. They go in through the
I'm
front.
gonna follow
They
them.
go out through the back door, whereas they probably go out through the front door. As you like hear Seer and Gamesh coming in through the back door.
I'm gonna follow them. What are they burying? Who are they burying?
You see they go out towards the pool, and you see all three of them like are stealthing pretty well actually. You know, they're being very quiet. They're sneaking through the brush, and they get to a certain spot. And you see they start like talking to each other. Make a stealth check.
I'm not good at these.
But look at
It's
you.
not terrible.
You see they start like talking to each other. You see one looks over and like nudges the other two. Pop pop. And they hold out the shovel to you.
I'll pick up a shovel. I'll take the shovel.
Okay. They point to like an area of fresh ground.
Is there a person buried under there?
I'm already bringing a pair of
No.
black jeans. Should I bring another pair of black jeans that are slightly loose?
Are you lying?
Or
No.
not that you say. Should so I'm bringing
I
pair
do not believe
Do you
you.
want to make an insight
I'll
check?
go-
should
Yeah,
Make an insight check.
I bring a pair that's also
Oh,
I
you
think
have to roll
they
poorly.
killed and buried another mushroom man.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Surprisingly-
They-
this mushroom man is really good at lying, but you still see through him.
Oh, I was like, damn, he has more than a 25.
He rolled a
What kind
nat-
of crazy ass-
No, he rolled a nat 19.
I was like, damn.
He also rolled a nat 19
I'm
for
just
his stealth.
gonna-
He rolled two 19s in a
I'm just
row.
gonna sigh deeply and go dig up whoever the fuck they buried.
They will start chanting. They'll be like pop, 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 pop. And you see
Jesus
you see a
Christ.
slightly familiar zombie. That is completely dead.
No!
And you see the second it is unburied. You see two of them grab it by the arms, like by the shoulders, and the one grabs the feet, and they just start dragging it towards the front door.
Is this Belric's dad? No.
No.
It's Senti's
This is-
bag zombie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Visit Belrick's tag.
Fucking kill Belric's dad and bury him in the front yard?
The backyard, technically.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just help them
I
exhume a
gotta go
body.
find Senti.
Yeah, they take it.
Senti,
They
the
disappear around the
mushroom
corner
men-
of the house.
they are doing I don't even know what with your big zombie. You might want to, I don't know, get rid of it or something.
These little fucking mushrooms, though.
They're gonna make more mushrooms. I almost said breed, but that's not right.
That would have been ew. The breeding with the zombie? Oh my god.
Don't say that. Please don't. I don't need to know. I don't want that. That's not my mushroom head cannon.
That's not my
No, no,
mushroom
no,
head
no,
cannon.
no, 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 no.
I guess
no,
I
no.
guess you call
We're
that mushroom
planting
cap.
spores in the body. You know, like those insects. No, you know, like mushrooms with a log.
They're spreading their spores. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just breeding is not the right word.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
It's like the worst word.
Oh, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, and with their stealth, no one else but Fairdew notices them run up the stairs.
It's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'll let Senti know that they're doing it and then just let them deal with it. I will do whatever you to not be a zombie in the house anymore. It is impossible to know what they are going to do with it.
Fair enough. Okay. Um. So, the rest of the day will go by smoothly. What are your next plans?
Um, are we ready to travel?
Yeah.
Anything anyone would like to do before we head out?
It's to do something.
Obtain diplomatic immunity.
It's this zombie how Senti starts teaching them how to piece.
Yeah, Senti, you can gift the crown.
If you kind of have a zombie, here's how to do it responsibly.
Um. So you go upstairs to teach them spore magic.
We're gonna come back to a house full of undead,
Hell
just so
yeah.
you all know.
Listen,
I mean, if you
They're
didn't,
gonna resurrect everybody they can find on the property.
why not?
I mean,
They're
you
gonna
probably won't
pet
have
cemetery this bitch up.
Hell yeah.
You probably won't
the
have
miners
time
are gonna leave.
per se, but you can definitely go up there and like hang out. Because if you're leaving the next day, then you really don't have time to train them. I will say, as you go up the stairs, to go hang out with the mushroom men, check on them. You see that they have the zombie body sat upright, and you can see they have two of them, each one holding one of the arms. They have one kind of pushing the back up. One of them is sitting on the other one's shoulders, holding the head and jaw, and they're like reenacting, from the looks of it, the first time you all went into the mushroom room and played the cauldron game. So they're like, one of them is like doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo with the dead zombie's hand on which cauldron to have.
This is worse than them propagating.
They're such fucked up little guys.
They really are.
They
I
really
love them
are.
so much.
They're so perfect in every way.
They're the best guys.
In the end, after you watch for like a few moments, you see they take a small ladle of all three of them and pour it into the zombie's mouth. You see the one opening the jaw is just like chomping as they're pouring the soup essentially in to the mouth, and it's just like getting all over the place. After that, you see they all kind of like set him down gently on top of like one of the mushrooms within their little room, and they all like gather around, and you watch as the hetman and the chief walk up, and the hetman begins to walk around them, this dead zombie body, chanting some strange mushroom man language that just sounds like this strange bubble popping noise, but it's dark and gravelly. And then suddenly you watch as the zombie body begins to convulse slightly, and then it tears open, and four little new mushroom men come out.
Oh. Wow, they're fucked up.
And there is a big celebration, and Senti, a couple of them will grab your hand and have you join in their celebration. Yeah. And
Does that mean if one of us had eaten all 3 soups, they could have turned us into mushroom men?
who knows if it even had to be all 3 soups?
Okay.
You're friends with the mushrooms now. They're not gonna hurt you.
They might one of us though.
They just have dibs in our bodies.
Yeah, you didn't read the fine print when you became their friend.
It's fine. I don't plan on dying.
Damn. Seer just ascends to lichdom. Yes, forget humanity, become lich. So, anything else from you, Senti? Or who do you give the crown to, actually?
How are you gonna fall asleep tonight?
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, I gotta leave my house at 11, so we can get there at 12, so it doesn't give me a work at home.
Oh, that is very cute. She will accept it with pride and is accepts your apology, essentially. Very nice. Nice little moment between you and Pixie. Okay. So after that, no more tasks at home. Take that as yes. You all travel. How are you wishing to get to your new destination? It is a very long way.
Good old fashioned walking for months.
That'd be a long.
No, we all look at Senti. Senti.
The best I could do.
But there's a problem with Windwalk is because magic's illegal.
If you're
Arcane
called.
magic.
magic,
Druids are
arcane.
divine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just-
Druids
it's
are
just-
divine casters. So
It's just us two.
I know, but I'm just worried about how they'd take it if we just kind of suddenly appeared out of the woods. Or in the
Fuck
middle.
them. No, sorry.
I mean, if
Damn.
they have
Damn.
laws against arcane magic, I'm sure they have ways of sensing whether it's divine or arcane.
Yeah, but like
no. We'll put it this way: when we fought Adana at the tournament, the only people that she had a problem casting magic for me and you. She was fine with
I
Cinti.
know.
She was fine with Belric and everyone else.
I know. I just.
I mean, look. I mean, I feel you,
That's
but
what
then what's the alternative?
boat trip.
Oh yeah, we
You
could do
both just become clerics for a while. Abandon
Yeah,
your 17 levels and other classes and become clerics.
you know,
Find
just
withers right now.
Yeah.
Respec real quick.
Sears
Uh,
found God.
200 or 100 gold to become a
What
cleric.
god would Seer worship?
Thine portents have been.
Probably
told.
just the magic god.
yeah,
There's a
Mister.
god of magic.
Yeah, and there's the
You could probably lie and say that you are a divine caster of the god of magic.
that's a lie.
Yeah, you could
No.
lie your way into them thinking you follow a
That's a lie.
god.
I mean, that is a possibility. Certainly.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
might not
odds.
like the god of magic though, even though it's a
Yeah,
god.
maybe they might not like the
It
god
is
of
still
magic.
a god.
They said of all gods you can follow that one.
It's a loophole.
I'm from out
Technically a
of
god.
Oh no.
Is there a
Domain of-
list that says you can't follow these gods
will
because we don't
say-
like them?
One thing.
And on the list is god of magic.
So this is up to you. It would be hella dangerous, but you could always attempt to just cast teleport and hope that you make it to your destination.
I have an option or something that we could do. I don't know if it would work, how well it would work. Is the problem. So
Can't be worse
I
than
have
teleport.
the tuning fork to the elemental plane of fire.
Oh no.
Now I could try to direct us to the other side of the elemental to the portal. So we'll be like right at the portal. But the problem is if it's closed, it's closed.
So, what I figure we might want to do is we might want to stop somewhere on the way so we can brace ourselves for the magic storms.
The magic storms are only around the
lake.
ruins of Usador and
Well-
are only around the lake.
Yeah, the lake in
They just go
general.
east.
The lake in general. Okay. So basically just pretty much in the center of the
Yeah. They tend to go
Yeah.
east for the most part, but you don't know how far they spread. They're the magic
Exactly.
storms.
I mean we can always
I mean,
get
I don't
to
know. If
the
you look
Brick
at the
Peak
map,
Garrison
it's-
if we can always get if we really wanted to play it that safe, we really could just get to the Brick Peak Garrison and then travel east from there.
Also, a quick question, Graham. Faradir technically uses magic. Is rune magic arcane? Or is it divine because it's from the giant god? Giant gods, I suppose. Because giants learned their magic from their gods. And then turned it into rune magic. But I don't know if that would be considered divine.
That's a hard balance to walk. I don't know.
Okay. I'll just be careful about using runes.
In public, or at least.
It's because it's not like you're asking the giant gods outright for their magic,
Yeah.
which is kind of their thing. Is like, if you don't ask someone for that help, then it's kind of up in the air.
You can't have your own power.
Yeah, you have to ask
Oh.
permission.
Also, the giant gods are probably not liked on a continent that is this religious.
I mean, the giant gods aren't liked by anybody, not even the giants.
Fair enough.
The giant gods and the giants pissed each other off.
Yes.
And I'm fairly certain in D&D lore that the giant gods no longer care about the giants in any way and kind of just abandoned them. Which is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the Ordning came about. Yippee!
Yeah, gotta love
Because
it.
they're like, we don't have any gods to tell us what to do, so I guess we'll just form a caste system?
Which is
I guess
so
we'll just start
genius.
discriminating?
Yeah.
Discriminating against ourselves,
Wow, why didn't we think of this before?
leading to the
Good thing we don't
collapse of
have
our
gods
society.
anymore. Ah, damn, we didn't need those gods. Fuck them.
If the gods don't tell us who to hate, we choose who to hate, and we choose each other.
Yeah, we choose each other.
Each other
Um,
and everyone
no.
else.
Yeah.
I will say,
It's
I'm fine
great.
with whatever plan we come up with, like whatever traveling plan we come up with. I just want to like voice my concerns because
I think
trying to remember
Windwalk would
what
be
I
pretty
do.
safe.
Well, so my concern is right. No matter
Sorry,
no
you
matter
can continue.
what, we have to pass this lake area.
Are we
Right?
trying to get to Karsus?
We're trying to get to Kree, and we're trying to get to the ruins of Dwinwell. So I guess if we
We
wanted
could just
to,
go around.
we could
Like-
go around, but that would take.
It would take a bit longer, but it would be safer.
Yeah. Gosh. So the question is, do we want to go around or do we want to go through?
I vote for around, just to not fuck ourselves over.
3692.
The issue is there's no guarantee that we won't run into a storm regardless.
True, but it's less likely at least.
Yeah, but
I will say,
I don't know if like going into a town and getting supplied, like I don't know if the people here of this continent would have ways of dealing with the storm, with like increasing your odds of like how much time you can spend out there before it, starts getting too crazy. I don't think they would because it's like wild magic, but oh wait, hang on. Hey Graham,
yes.
based on the information I have about the magic storms, what would anti-magic what's anti-magic field do?
It nullifies magic.
It does.
Yeah, what would anti-magic field do in that storm?
Oh.
Create like a pocket of safety, maybe?
Make an Arcana check.
You blow up.
Okay, I think I get advantage. Yes.
You divide it by 0.
Yeah, you put a bag of holding inside another bag of holding, you open a wormhole.
24.
24. It's unprecedented. You've never heard of anyone trying that? The thing is, it is a magic spell, but it also is no magic within the space.
Yeah.
So either the storm would go around it, as it can't, it is technically a magical storm. It is wild magic. So it could go around it. Or the actual spell of anti-magic, it could mess with it and do who knows what. It could turn the anti-magic into like a sphere of annihilation, perhaps. Who knows?
Ooh.
It is unprecedented.
So that's an option.
It's unprecedented, is all I'll say.
How long would it take me to learn an 8th level spell again?
Oh. That is...
I think it's an hour per level.
Yeah, but it's halved if it's... within
It's
your
abjuration, it's not...
it's not in your
specialty.
school?
It's not conjuration.
So it's
unfortunately.
it's that many hours, and then also 50 gold per hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's... So what's 50 times 8?
400? No. Yeah,
Yeah,
400.
it is 400.
So... so I already have... 300 gold pieces worth of magic paper.
Okay. So you just have to spend another 100 gold.
Yeah.
So you could
So
do
if,
that.
If we're willing to wait a day, I can do that, and we could have like a last resort.
Fair
If
enough.
all else fails, press the red button option.
Fair enough. One thing I would like to reiterate is, with Windwalk, I'm pretty sure I'm trying to do the math right now. So there's that many in a minute, and then times that many minutes an hour, and then
Damn. Spell description goes so far as to say this area is divorced from the magical energy that suffuses the multiverse. It's insane. Insane words.
Yeah, you can fly about 272 miles in about 8 hours. Which, just so you know, to get to the Cult Cliffs, at the edge of the Cult Cliffs, that's about that distance. So from your home currently to, say, the other continent, it's about 600 miles. Close to.
So we should take our ship.
Either take your ship, or you could try and risk the D100s for teleportation.
Let's go on a cruise.
Yeah.
Another cruise?
Yeah.
Mm.
What else is a ship for if not to travel to another continent
Yeah.
to avoid getting stuck inside a wall?
I mean, it already has the ice repairs on it, so it could go into the Arctic territory, which, yeah. So that journey is
Yeah.
about 1,236 miles. At 80 miles an hour. That's about 15 days. Close to 16.
That's not that bad. It's a little over 2 weeks.
It's pretty much the same as, like, your other journey.
Yeah.
You could... Let me see something. This world's tiny. Love that. Yeah, if you want to call your ship, that is easily done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mark off ascending.
Yep, that'll probably give you enough time. They're not too far away. They're doing, like, local trades. So they'll be back in Guanistan within a day, which gives you time to put the spell into your book.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So, once again, you board your fanciful ship for a nice long 15, close to 16-day journey. This will have you be taking the northern route, heading through do that. Heading through the Starfall Sea, north of the Cult Cliffs, then heading past Horn Ridge and Spiny Shores, north of the Banished Peaks.
Wait, I don't think I can learn. Can I learn anti-magic field?
Why can't you?
Because I'm only a 14th level wizard.
It's a 7th level. Oh, it's an 8th level spell.
Yeah.
Then technically you can't.
Yeah.
Unless we level up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still have the scroll and just wait to transcribe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Just keep it in your pocket.
Fair
hold on
enough.
to the scroll, and I'll go ahead and spend the 100 to get the. Amount. Also, I'll just have the paper when I
Fair enough.
get it.
You have
Yep.
enough material ready for your spell.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a long, long journey. Interesting. Well, might as well knock out a few of these days then. First 4 days of the journey. I need someone to roll me a D100, please.
You need what?
Someone to roll me a D100, please. Do. One moment. $38. Oh, I also need weather. I'll take the 38 for the weather, which means you have heavy clouds. I need another D100, please. We'll do this real fast.
I'll roll it.
How much do you think I can spend on
So 72.
72 is nice. It's probably not going to be much of a threat, but your ship is attacked by sharks.
How much do you think I can allow myself?
A small swarm of hammerhead sharks begins attacking the underside of your boat. What do?
A small swarm of hammerhead sharks
Yeah.
begins to attack the underside of our boat.
Yes.
Can Asif hit them with lightning?
Oh my.
Oh no.
Yes. What's your
Well,
safety, sir?
first off, would she know if that would also electrocute everyone on the ship, or would she be able to
You're on a
contain it
w-
to just the
You
water?
can contain it to just the water. You're on a wooden ship.
Okay.
Wood doesn't conduct
Okay.
electricity.
How many?
And-
Huh?
Her spell save DC is
Never
20.
mind.
There's 6.
That's
Kill the
usually that's,
goddamn sharks,
honestly
they're
this is
dead.
probably how she usually wards off waterborne pests, because if the water's electrocuted, they're gonna swim away.
Yeah, you
It's
roll
smart.
damage for
If they're
it.
alive,
I mean, if they die, problem solved.
Survival of the fittest.
oh my.
She'll do a 4th level,
There are no whaling laws.
so that's 22, a
As
whole
far as
1 for
we
that
know.
extra upcast.
There could be multiple ways.
Okay, they take the hit of the lightning, and they realize, oh, I don't want to mess with you, and they swim away.
Yeah. See?
Perfect.
I want to spend
That was the first.
I
random
call
encounter.
down the ferocious might of my god for one lightning strike, and they
Yeah,
flutter away.
they don't want to fuck with that. That brings them to all the half health. So yeah, they're good. Um. Yeah, that is 72. I need 2 more D100s for the next 4 days of travel. We're on day 8 of 16. You're halfway done. I just like random encounter tables. It's so weird, especially the ones I find.
I can only spend 200 on myself. And
I guess I'll roll one.
Okay.
I still have to make 10 grand. You know?
Who rolls the next one? 15. A snowy, rainy day batters the ship. The weather is foul. Roll another D100, please. Gamesh, roll a D100. I choose you.
Gamesh.
96. Interesting. Okay, so you do 80 miles. Hold up. 80 miles times 8 days will bring you to 640, which brings you, just crowning around Horn Ridge, which is a place you have not had on your maps, which I will unveil to you, as these are pertinent maps that will be needed for this journey to this other continent. I am going to unveil the coastline,
So let's just
at the very least, of the northern side of the continent. And your character token is right about here.
Where is it?
Right about Horn Ridge, right over here.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, this continent is more north than your current continent. It's akin to essentially a lot of Draconis, kind of where you were. So it is a more northern region.
Okay.
Hence the almost consistent amount of snow on the north side.
And just so I'm clear, we're like following this northern.
Basically,
coast,
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best method for the ship to get this far. However, when you get this far, you realize that there's a blockade in front of you.
A blockade in front of us.
Yeah. You see a series of well-designed warships currently sailing in a blockade formation around the current small port city that you find. Upon noticing your ship, they immediately go and block your path. Cal has to slow the ship down as you all see them. Captain, what's your move? What do you want me to do?
The flags, the army. Is there any indication of like who the army belongs to?
Make a history check.
Okay, I do get advantage on those, so it's nice. (21).
This is the symbol of the Reach. It is the local kingdom that once was ruled by Banascana, but now is ruled out of Crimson.
Okay. So this is local authority.
Yes.
All right. I'll tell Cal that we should cooperate for the time being.
All good, Captain.
And I'll also tell him it's local authority.
Fair enough.
So they know what's going on.
One of the ships pulls up next to yours. You see a gangplank is sent onto your ship as they tie the two ships together, making sure they don't float away from each other. You can see one of the representatives from the Reach aboard one of the vessels steps onto your ship. Ah, hello there. Pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. I see you're sailing into the North Seas. May I ask why?
Do you want to answer, Gamesh, or do you want me to?
I mean,
Why
you're
don't
the
you
captain.
ask your mom?
Oh.
Sorry, Gamesh.
No.
What did you say?
That would be so funny to say, but it would get us immediately killed.
Oh. I was like, you're the captain.
So my average is
For Shaw, we're going to your city. It's your secrets. Oh well.
My city. Okay.
You're not your city. It's the city that has to. Listen, I can't exactly say. We're just passing through.
Huh.
We're making our way to the east.
Sure you are. Listen, these are our whaling waters. We don't want poachers in our land.
We don't
We'll give
even
you
have
2
any
hours to
weapons
vacate.
on the ship.
We
Looks,
don't have any whaling equipment.
looks to the ballistas.
so
Is that whaling
Perhaps.
equipment?
Let me see below decks. He claps his hands, and you see 2 guards
Hi.
begin to follow him across the gangplank.
Okay, again. So who are these people?
Local authority.
Yeah, these are like local, like, you know,
Naval Authority.
yeah, the local navy for this kingdom.
We don't have anything down there except for a carriage. Like.
I
You
guess.
could probably assume they get.
There's just a
poachers on-
carriage sitting in the middle of the below deck
Yeah.
room. It's
Alright.
bizarre, but it's not illegal.
Yeah. There's nothing in the carriage either. We use it as a makeshift brig, like. I say let them search. They're not gonna find anything. It's not like
You're
we
the
keep
captain.
treasure.
Your say is final.
Yeah, we don't have any treasure. They're not gonna find anything. Everything important to us is in a demi plane, and they don't even know that. So
Okay.
at worst, they find my little book in my room, but that's in code. They can't read that.
Okay, so you let them walk aboard your ship.
Supervised, of course.
Okay. Okay. The representative walks throughout your ship with a keen, steely eye for anything untoward, looking for anything illegal. Upon going down to the bottom of your ship, looks at the carriage that you do have, goes, begins knocking on the wood. Not infected. You're not bringing any contraband in. Takes a hefty, hour search around. Well, I guess you don't have anything I can cite. What a shame. Okay,
It's like the end of the month. Is it quota time?
basically. Well, if you encounter any whales along your journey, do not harvest them. They are our property, and on your return, we'll make sure to catch you again. Don't get any funny ideas. Chop chop! Claps his hands, and the guards that accompanied him step across the gangplank. the ships untie from each other, and you're allowed to go free. You did lose an hour of travel.
Better
I
than fight.
want to sink that ship so fucking bad.
Yeah, well, save it for our return trip.
You see
Alright.
what looks to be a small fishing vessel off in the distance, leaving the actual city of Horn Ridge, a small, like, minor town built into the cliffs here. And you just hear on the wind, "Oh, illegal boat! We can sight them! Chop chop!"
I could just bring a big.
These
ass
guys are
rock.
asswads.
Yes, they are.
One big ass rock. I could
Let's-
just do one.
Like I said, save it for the return trip when we have time to deal with it. For now,
I
let's go
know,
get the
I
last
know,
artifact
I
that
know.
We don't
was
wanna
on
burn the
our shores
bridge
from
before-
invading our world.
We don't want to burn the
bridge.
bridge before we go across it. We can burn it after
Yeah.
we go back across.
Yeah, we're not gonna cross it again.
You burn the bridge behind you.
So, through poor weather and an unwelcome stop, the next 8 days go by. Oh, you're currently 8 days in. 2 more D100s, please. Let's go Senti, and I'll ask Seer to do one.
Okay. It's your turn.
Oh, it's just
Sophie.
freezing cold. Okay, good.
Lovely. Fair dear, you're right at home.
Hell yeah.
D100, please. Yes.
I put on all of my clothes for once.
just one. It is. It's
get to wear your
consistently
whole
winter.
fit.
Like, it is almost always. So, like, the ambient temperature right now, while you guys are at sea, is probably in like the low 20s. The weather now today, it being freezing cold, it's probably in like the negative 20s.
Yeah, we probably are all wearing our cold weather clothes. I think we all have by now.
Yeah, because we got
Good.
some when we went to Draconis.
Yeah. It is pretty cold. It makes it hard to run the ship for the most part. Additionally, you see some strange sights on this next leg of the journey. There is almost spherical balls of ice floating in the water. They are about the size of a car, but completely spherical. And there's probably about a good 100 of them, currently just floating by your ship.
Asif is gonna fly over to one and kind of hover above it and look at it.
Okay. Make a perception check. As you hover above it, you hear the faintest sound. It's hard to make it out over the roiling of the ocean and the wind that howls past you with this carrying this just bitter cold air. But you swear you hear giggling.
Like, does it sound childlike or more like an adult?
Like childlike.
She'll fly over to another one and listen as well.
You can hear another faint giggle. Every one that you check, it's hard to hear because it's so quiet, but there's giggling from each of these.
Okay, she'll fly back to the ship. So there's like kids in those balls. Either that or like someone magicked them to sound like there's kids in it inside.
I say we just ignore them
Okay.
and prepare for an attack.
Um. Hmm. I am going to.
I could dispel magic on one of them. I don't even know if it's magical, but I'm assuming it is.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of
Randomly
options of what
guessing
I can
now.
do. Watchers. Yeah, I don't have a lot of options here, so I'll leave it to
Uh,
you.
Fuck it. Asif is gonna choose one that's 120 feet away and dispel magic on it. Just to see what happens. Just curious. He wants to know if there's a child in there.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic on one of the perfectly spherical balls of ice. As you cast Dispel Magic, you watch the ice just shatters. And for a moment, you don't see anything.
Well, that was lame.
Make a dex saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna roll this.
He's a fast bird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the ship, by the way, and I was doing it on the furthest one away possible.
Yeah. You take half of 19, so 9 points of bludgeoning damage as a sphere of solid ice falls from the sky and hits you.
Ow!
It shatters across the top deck. You're just covered in ice and snow now, bitter cold, and slightly bruised after you just barely dodging out of the way of this massive just ball of ice. And
Guys, don't do that.
you look up, and you can see a strange-looking cloud, and suddenly, 3 more giant balls of spherical ice come raining down.
On top of her?
On top of the ship in general. I'm gonna say it's gonna target.
I don't have anything to stop ball of ice.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go Faradir. Let's go Seer as the captain, and who else is on the top deck?
Yeah, I'm sure I would be.
Actually, we'll do Faradir and Asif
Yeah, it sounds about right.
because Faradir's always in the top deck. I need deck saves from all 3.
Okay. As one is... And no, that sounds like it would just fuck things up more. Okay. Just Asif's fucking bad.
Damn.
And Faradir's not much better, but still better.
Seer.
Sorry, guys.
Faradir takes half of 17.
I apparently caused us to be iceballed.
Yeah, these giant spherical balls of ice just start slamming into the top of the ship, into both Faradir and Asif and Seer.
So that's just bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, yes.
Okay.
And it is magical.
Thank you for this.
What are you doing?
Are the spheres still in the water?
There are.
How many?
A lot.
How high up is the cloud above us that's dropping the balls?
I'd say it's probably 120 feet up.
Okay. I mean, I could try and gust of wind it to disperse the cloud, but I don't know if that would make things worse or not.
I
There's only
could
one
not
way to
tell
find
you.
out.
If no one else has any ideas, I'm down to try it.
This, I mean,
It's
go
something
for it.
I can do.
Sure,
Well,
Asif will fly up and cast Gust of Wind,
Okay.
targeting the cloud.
Gotcha. I will say, as you fly up to meet the cloud.
To get 60 feet away from it.
Okay, so you're still underneath the cloud, though.
Like a little adjacent underneath it, not directly underneath,
Okay.
but like off to the side of it, because I want to do it at an angle to try and disperse it.
What's your passive perception?
Ace's passive is 20.
There is very clearly an ice giant standing on a cloud.
Oh.
You see he takes another one of these car-sized ice boulders. You see he instills the ice rune onto it, and he throws
I'm gonna
another
cast
one.
Banishment.
Oh.
Okay. He fails. As he teleports out of the space, his giant icy boulder just falls right through the cloud and just lands,
Yeah, I mean-
splashing into the water.
Okay, and then I'm going to immediately dive back down to the ship and cast Control Water. Or no, I can't do Control Water. That's also concentration. Okay, so I'll come back down to the ship. Okay, so I flew up. There was an ice giant up there. I banished it. It's gonna be gone for the next 40 seconds. We gotta go.
Okay, start going.
All sails down! Cal begins screaming out. You see all your bosuns immediately go and let the sails loose. The ship picks up steam, and by the time your banishment ends, you're far enough away that you look back and you can see the kind of standing at the edge of this cloud, this ice giant, frowning furiously. And then you watch as he sinks below the cloud, and you see a similar, oh, not a similar, a familiar device. It seems to be one of those mounts that the cloud giants used to fly, but not have fly cast on them.
Bro's got a hoverboard.
Basically, a hovering cloud that he stands upon.
Is he following us?
No, he can't keep up.
Oh.
Asa flips him off.
He'll flip you off again. He does like flipping you off in giant, so only Faradir understands it. Okay, that's the end of that.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to piss off an ice giant.
I don't think
Hey.
he did. I think he would have attacked us regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
That was
Right.
it. Was most likely just a distraction to lure people in.
Yeah, very
I
weird.
think what I thought it was it was just all of the old ice balls that he threw at other passing ships that were floating up.
That's
Probably.
Probably that too.
I'm really glad I didn't unprepare banishment because I thought about it.
Love that. That was
Very
so
helpful.
weird. I love these encounters. They're so weird. Last one. Whoever not told to roll. Belric roll. D100, and we'll go. I just had
So Seer, since you just did it.
Seer. Yeah, roll a D100
Yes.
for me. Hmm.
Let's see what I get us into this time.
Nice clear skies. A good day. We love a good
That's
day.
a D20. That's the incorrect number. What is this?
Damn. I think that means we meet God.
I think that's the
Okay.
first time I've ever seen 100 roll on a D100.
Same. I've seen a 99 rolled, and it was the worst moment of my life
Oh,
Oh no.
because I was the DM,
Okay,
and I gave my
Oh.
player a 2% chance to do something, and he rolled a 99.
Oh,
love that.
damn. Yeah, so what?
It was my uncle
What
too, so he was a
encounter
real
happens
smartass
on a
about
So-
it.
100?
The weather at the beginning of your journey for these next few days is clear skies, beautiful weather. Even though the air is cold, the sun shines and warms your bones and makes it a fairly comfortable last few days. However, on the last day, the sky turns sour. The air grows cold. Colder than you would want and expect. You watch as parts of the sails begin to freeze. You have to actively have your bosuns knock ice off of them. Right off of the canvas itself. Every so often, the wheel gets stuck. Even the rudder seems to freeze. You all have this bitter chill running through you the entire day. But I'm assuming, even in this bitter cold, Faradir, you stay on the top deck.
Always.
Always.
She hates being cooped up below deck.
You spot something. Small bubbles off the port side.
What was that from again? No, is that from a movie?
I'll peer over.
You can see
Is it a song?
this solid pool of bubbles is moving with the ship. There's a strange greenish tint to the water around it.
I'll go get Seer.
Okay.
I'll come out reluctantly.
I'll hand you my blade of flame. It's like a hand warmer.
Basically. Yeah, Seer, you're brought to the top deck.
Yeah, does this green tinge remind me of the Great Beast's moss? Like algae stuff?
No. No.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check.
Alright, I can do that. It's 27.
Jay, can I find my
It's
description
strangely
in Amazon?
familiar. It looks like green flames.
What?
Suddenly, it gets brighter and brighter until you see a solid section of mast suddenly burst out of the ocean, rising to meet your mast. You see an entire ship rising from the sea. You can see in the crow's nest that green light. You realize what it is. It's a flame skull. It's green, hellish flames burning ever so bright, even underwater. You hear a devastating, cackling, mad laughter. You hear it echoed 3 more times across the ship. As you can see, 3 more flame skulls are currently sitting in different sections of the ship. You can see strange undead creak their heads, turning towards you. As you see an undead skeleton ship,
Yeah, $7.99.
This is a Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
led by what looks to be an undead Mindflayer. His tentacles
my God.
extended, taking in every breath. Like it's his
Davy
last.
Jones.
We've unlocked Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's Davy Jones.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Well, if everyone did that.
This is wild.
Does Asif recognize this ship from any like sailor stories?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Being attacked by Davy Jones.
So, progressive now down to 16.
14. It's the most far away legend in your mind. You've heard of some ancient pirate, Illithid, who supposedly was named Davy? He dwelled in the north?
God damn it.
Does he have a locker?
Are we gonna get
No.
trapped in it?
If you don't remember, when you did the one shot as pirates, you fought a mind flayer
Hmm.
captain of a ship.
Yeah, and Lynn, I think, killed it with the inflict wounds, and I got pissed off.
Well,
Because the first time she cast inflict wounds, she killed somebody,
Yeah.
and it never works for me.
Well, guess what? Now he's an undead Illithid. Back.
That's super
For
cool,
revenge.
though.
Do you fear
That's so
death?
rad.
Do you fear that dark abyss? All your deeds laid bare, all your sins punished. Fire!
There's nothing I fear more, actually.
I'm gonna end the session there.
Asif is just saying shit, 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 shit.
It's literally
And she
had-
scrambles out of the crow's
I was,
nest.
I was so
Exactly.
hoping to end the session in Kree, but you had to roll the 100. A ghost ship appears, bringing
And now
terrible
we get
weather
to
and frightening
fight
cold.
Davy Jones.
Oh my
I had to bring it back.
God.
But
had-
to be
It
fair, we got
was-
this though.
Yeah.
God. This is actually
It's nothing.
so funny. So when I was talking about the 2% chance thing, in a game I was running, there was this ship of pirates captained by Gravy Bones. Alright?
Oh my
And it was an undead ship. It was an undead ship. His name was Gravy Bones. And they were pirates, and they were attacking the party. And the paladin, who my uncle was playing, was like, can I convince these guys to become merchants that work for us? And he rolled like a really good persuasion check. And I was like, okay, I need you to also roll a luck check for me, but we're going to use a D100. You have to roll a 99 or 100 for this to fucking work. Because he rolled like a 30 on persuasion, but I was like, it can't be that easy. Like, that's a very high DC, but also he was a paladin with like really good bonuses. And he rolled a fucking 99 on his D100. And there's a video of it, of me with my head in my hands, sighing
Oh,
so
no.
deeply, and everyone at the table cheering because they converted Gravy Bones and his ship of undead into merchants. And every time they went to a shore, they were able to summon his ship and collect some of his profit.
I love that, actually.
It's amazing.
It was
If you
it was
wanna
so
roll
funny and also
high-
the worst night of my life.
If you want to roll high on
'Cause
a
2%.
just have it be a check related to Davy Jones.
Yeah, it has to be about Davy Jones.
And yeah, it won't work otherwise.
But this line's it just that's so funny.
Yeah.
I can't.
I will say, Davy Jones, all of his lines are goated for being an undead. Life is cruel, why should the afterlife
Yeah.
be any different? That's so good.
Oh god, I love Davy Jones in Pirates. He's such a good character. The CGI on him is absolutely incredible.
Oh, for the time, it was amazing.
Every time I watch the movies that he's in, I'm just staring at him the whole time because it's just so cool.
He's iconic.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's used as one of the best examples of CGI ever done. because they did so good. And they used the actor's actual eyes because it's so hard to CGI eyes in a way that look realistic. So they're like, what if we just use his eyes and don't CGI them?
Hell yeah. Who
And it was
It
one of the
works.
first times they'd done that. Like, they CGI'd his whole body, but they kept his eyes, and that's what helped make it look so good.
Oh, that's Bill Nye?
What?
Davy
I
Jones
never knew that.
is... Yeah.
Is Bill Nye the Science Guy?
No, like, no, the
What?
British actor, Bill Nighy.
Oh.
Sorry.
Like I say, Bill Nye the Science Guy
No,
plays
no,
Davy
no.
Jones? That's impossible, and I can't believe it.
No,
I
it's-
won't believe
No,
it.
no. I'm sorry.
I
I didn't mean to gaslight you. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know
God
how to pronounce
himself
his
could
name.
come down
I know
and
who
tell
he
me it was
is.
Bill Nye, and I'd say, no, it wasn't.
It's this
I
guy.
know, right?
No, it's this guy.
I just heard Bill Nye and I'm like, the
I
science
think, I think
guy?
it's like Bill Nighy is how you pronounce it or something.
Okay.
You know if you've seen it. Like, what am I?
Yeah, I get it now, but at first,
He's
you
in
understand my
Destiny 2?
confusion. Nominated for 1 Oscar, 19 wins, and 50 nominations.
He's a. Really?
Wait. He had 19 wins with 15 nominations.
50.
Why is he
Five.
just
Oh.
in every? Why is he in everything? He played High King Emmerich
He's
in
very
Morrowind.
popular. Holy shit.
He's in. He's the voice of the
gets
Speaker in
around.
Destiny.
He's in About Time, and his role is
Yeah.
just called Dad.
He's the dad.
I love that for him.
I
Yeah.
know.
I know him from like.
I gotta hop off.
Yeah, you're good.
Good
Alright, good
night.
night.
Good night. He played Hephaestus in Wrath of the Titans. Oh, he's the rattlesnake in Rango.
He's the speaker in Destiny 2,
Yeah, I know.
Witch Queen.
Yeah, he's the speaker in all of Destiny. Like he's in all. I don't know why he's such a.
Stardog and Turbo Cat?
That's a weird one.
Oh, real quick, Graham, just making sure, Asif is still level 13, right?
He's in Pokemon Detective Pikachu?
Were you in that Were you in the fight with the creature?
That's super specific.
When you fought the Eldritch Abomination at the tree.
I don't think so.
Then 13. Yeah.
Okay.
What a.
It doesn't make much difference either way. I just wanted to make sure she was the right level.
Yeah, you're good.
Bill Nye, not the science guy, is Rattlesnake Jake in Rango.
Yeah.
He's also in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
hmm Yeah, he's the
Astro
random.
Boy?
He's in a lot of stuff. I know him from like
G-Force.
what is it? Yeah. Oh, what is it? I know.
The
I know him
guinea
from the,
pig movie?
Yeah.
He's
in-
Saber!
He's so many random characters. Like I've just been looking through his like IMDb and I'm like, 'cause
I
know him
love
from
that
like
for
Hot
him.
Fuzz. I know him from Shaun of the Dead. Like
Yeah, he's really in like everything.
he really
Yeah,
is.
he really is. He's in
What a guy.
Canterbury Tales.
Good for him.
Really good for him. He's just like, he's just a busy old man.
Yeah, he is. I bet it's a lot of like cameos.
Maybe. Very interesting. I love how you rolled the ghost ship. You had to roll a D100.
No.
Have you ever rolled?
I cannot
zero?
wait to
Rolled
fight
one?
some ghost pirates, though. That's gonna be so cool.
What the hell? I just read what number what rolling a 1 is.
Huh?
I just read what rolling a 1 is on the table
Oh,
I've been
no.
using.
What is it?
You're probably never gonna roll it, so I'll tell you. It's your home port is filled coast to coast with floating gelatinous cubes.
Oh!
cubed, bitch.
I just imagine you all like trying to like park your ship at the end of like this journey, and you just like slam into gelatinous cubes, and they start eating away at people. And
No.
that's so weird. I love this random encounter thing. Is just like, because it's not all fights.
fun.
A lot of them are just like really fun, stupid things, and I'm like, because you're such a high level now that I'm like, I'm not just gonna throw fights at you. If I don't have
Yeah.
to, I'm not.
There's other obstacles.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just weird shit that happens.
Sometimes it's annoying security.
Yeah, I like playing a really annoying, like, bureaucrats essentially. It's just so fun to me. I wish I could be that in real life. Be like, chop chop, let's go.
Time to go make other people miserable.
He's like, I can, get money from every one of these people who are completely innocent and don't deserve their money taken
Except
from them.
us.
Yeah, you had nothing he could cite. He could have lied, but you guys look tough.
But we were watching.
You were watching, and you kind of look badass as hell, so
Yeah.
it's hard to really,
Sure, especially if I got Farragut along with it, like, to watch them.
oh yeah.
Do you need an
Oh
animation?
yeah. Well,